Alright guys, this has been a slog getting through here. These were some of the nastiest biters. They started to, the worms started to evolve, and so I'm now getting big worms instead of just small worms. But I did manage to get through everything straight from here to here. I still, if I'm going this way, I need to get rid of some of this. I'm guessing I'll probably come down and across in this general area. I'll have to deal with that. I was talking about how I was going to do oil processing down here, but there's a lot of cliffs in that area, and there's not a whole lot over here. And I don't think we have a whole lot more smelting stuff that's going to have to go this way. Granted, if we have, we're probably going to have to, spread, like iron is probably going to have to go out further that way. But I'm thinking I might come down into this way a little bit with it, or I could do it here, but I'm not real big on that idea. Just in case we need to send that stuff, automation stuff, over that way. But since we're going to have explosives soon, it's not really that big of a deal. So we're going to get our pump jack set up, and we're going to start getting oil today. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 10 more here. I do have biters up here that I have not gotten rid of yet. Luckily, there's only one worm in them. I did have one worm for some reason right there, which was kind of annoying. But I think I'm going to get this set up, and then I will go up there and deal with those guys after. I'm going to go ahead and work on getting this train stop set up. I did go ahead and do the lab research. We were on lab research 2, and there was a 3 and a 4 that came after it. So I did all 3 of those, and we're going to start our final one. Well, it looks like there's a few other ones, and that reminds me, Defenders, these steampunk scatterbot capsules really helped. I probably would not have gotten through this bigger area without them, because holy crap, there were just so many biter nests here that no matter how many turrets I put out, they'd get through the wave, and as I'd go in, there's another wave coming at me. So having those scatterbots to kind of help me out a little bit really helped. Alright, so I'm going to get this set up, and I'll be back with you in a bit. Alright, so I realized that we forgot something. We're going to say we because I can't blame it all on me. But, I forgot something. And that is, we never did train stops, and we never did rail signals. So I'm going to automate those here real quick. And you'll notice that the train stop actually needs a rail signal, which is kind of cool. So that's where we're going to start, is with our rail signal. And the chain signal is literally the same recipe. So we're going to do this. We're going to have the chain signal, the rail signal, and then the train stop. And we need circuits, glass, plate, and wire, and then beam and small iron frame. We already have our beam right here, so we can easily just do this and pull this over like here, and that'll take care of that. This is going to be the output for each of those. Now our glass we have all the way over here, and we also have cable right here. So we're just going to let's see, where do I want to do this? I think we're going to do it here. Just figuring how I'm going to get through here. And I think if I do it like that, we'll be fine. I can go, yeah, just like that. So then we'll just take our copper down here. We'll put one of these in right here. We can actually take this out. And then we can run, yeah, let's do that just one lower there. Do it there. And then we can just run this down a bit under these and over for this stuff. So we'll have these come in here. That'll take care of the glass and the wire for both of these. That just leaves our plate. And for plates, we can... why do I have this? Why is this a thing? Yeah, why did I... How did I? Hold on. Why did I connect? Oh, okay. I know why I did that. But that's not good, because that kind of messes this up. So we need to fix that. So what we need to do is this. And we need to set this for iron plate, which will then go that way. We got to take that back one, Goofus. Okay, so this iron plate to there, and then I just need to eat every bit of the iron ingots off of this belt. There we go. And then we can do literally the same thing right here and just copy that setting up to here and then run this underneath like that. And we can grab the plates from there. And that one's just going to be annoying. So we're going to put that there. Our battery thing is done, so now we can work on portable accumulators. Get that done. And now we just need circuits for that. And we need to go ahead and do that so I don't forget. And our circuits we have up here, and this one's going to be a little more of a pain, but we should be able to do it without too much of an issue. Take this, move it over one, and then we can just run this right through here. Because there's always a chance that we're going to need them. And then we can run that down through there. We don't need it for that, so we can just do it to there. And run this down. And I actually ran out of belts. Oh, and I was looking. Concrete is going to use our liquid concrete and an iron rod, which I definitely want to get some made to give us a little better mobility up here. I haven't even put in stone brick. But we have that tarmac, which is 140, which is technically the same as concrete. But I want to try that out. So I'm not sure if we're making the concrete yet. I'm sure we're going to have to make concrete. Don't get me wrong, I'm quite sure it will be necessary for something, probably like the rocket. Okay, so there's that. We need another one of these. There we go. So that's both of our signals. This has got everything but its small iron frame. And do I want to make small iron frames, or do I want to steal them? These are large iron frames. The small ones are on that upper one that comes over here. And I honestly don't want to do that. The small iron frames are pretty easy to make. It's just plates and rivets. And honestly, we did this so we can just undo that, send the rivets through, and just make us a thing of them right here. We're not going to need these that often, so there's no reason to not just let it get made right there. And then we can do that. And there's our train stop. Okay, and then the other thing that we didn't do was the storage tank. And it needs pipes, rods, and reinforced plates. We have reinforced plates here. We have pipes here, which would be a bit of a pain to get out of there. But it's just the plates and rivets that we already have right here. So if we just put this here, with that there, and we do our pipe here, we can do this. We can pull those off of there, that off of there. This is for the tank. I'm not worried about making that smaller one because I don't know what I'm going to need this smaller tank for yet. It's going to be basically the same recipe, so I can technically just throw it over here and make the smaller one right there. But I'm not worried about it at the moment. Alright, so the only thing we're missing now for that is rods, and there's still ingots right there. Which I am going to take advantage of, because we're just going to throw one of these right here. It's going to make our iron rods. And we're going to somehow, some way, and I know what we're going to do. We're going to take both of those out for just a minute. We're going to switch this over. We're going to pull all the stuff that doesn't belong on there off. And this one is going to come down and under here. And this one is going to go there. So then we can just do this. And that'll make the rods we need. And it does need a bunch of them. Not that we're going to be making a ton of these tanks or anything, but we can go ahead and do that. Make another one of these guys. Why did I just hit that? Stop it. And we'll just put this right up there. Alright, so that gives me a couple tanks. I can grab me a stack of each of these. I already have a train with 2 wagons, so we're good to go. I'll be back with you in just a minute. By the way, before I pause, I did actually say something incorrectly. I came over here and killed the biters' nests that were around these 2 worms. They were small worms. They're now medium, not big. They're big compared to the small ones, but they're only mediums. We're not getting big worms yet. And I don't want to try to fight through 2 more of those that I really don't need to. We should be somewhat soon getting to this, where we will have steel cartridges and steel magazines, and that will be much easier to get through them. So I'm leaving those 2 guys alone and probably not messing with any of that for the moment. So I'll be back with you in just a minute after I get this set up. Alright, so pumping has commenced. I did forget to make the actual pump, but luckily I had the stuff available to do so. And we are going to put a wagon here as well. I'm going to go ahead and make one because I didn't bring one with me. That way we can bring up our ammunition. I did go ahead and do a normal little bit of signaling here. That way, when we come up for the coal, it's already ready to go. Probably have to come and get the stone at some point. We have lamp bots. That's kind of interesting. And defenders, so let's go ahead and get those started. And we have our regular RoboPort equipment. I'm going to work on those 3 so we can get this finished up. We're going to name this oil field 1. And we'll have to figure out where we're going to drop that off at. I can go ahead and throw in some of these so it has fuel to get where it needs to go. And now we just need to worry about getting it walled off. You'll notice that I did have walls at one point, and they're not here now. That's kinda because I put them in the wrong spot. Okay, so we're just gonna bring the wall right across here, and then up here so I can put a gate right there. I should know that's on the curve. It's gonna have to go right there. That's on a straight. I may actually, it's awful close to that. But then we're gonna bring this out. I need room to put turrets down here. I think that should be a decent enough area, maybe. Let's see. If I do it like that, yeah, there's just enough room for me to sneak these in. I may bring it down just a little bit, but right now we're not too worried about the actual turrets. We just want to get the walls in. I'm not 100% we're going to hit those guys over there, but figuring at some point they're going to get triggered and head this way. I will probably not too far off in the... Yeah, I did miss a derrick as well. I got to bring another one up here. But I'm figuring at some time in the future we'll just kind of enclose this entire area. Let's go ahead and just bring the wall right down. And yes, I can't draw a straight line with these walls. And figures that's got to be right where my power pole is. So we'll just bring that here. So that'll give me a place to put a gate here. I should be able to, yeah, move that back one so that won't be in the way. Alright, so that is my pickup area. I will have to bring up the cargo for the bullets. We've got a full train of oil, so let's start bringing it down this way. And then I still have to decide where I'm dropping this off at, because as of right now, if I keep going straight, I'm going to run into those guys. And, well, I don't want to do that. So, let me finish up and figure out where we're dropping this off at, and I'll be right back. And dead. I pushed my luck, and we've got the blue ones now. He came out and kicked my butt. Alright, now that I saved you guys the walk of shame, I went ahead and decided that that group of 2 medium worms up here needed to go, and that I was going to take out these guys. And, well, like you've seen, the big guy showed up and just literally kicked my butt. So, as you can see, These iron bullets do not do a whole lot on these medium biters, whatever the heck these guys are called. They certainly don't do much for these medium worms. And, well, they don't do nothing on those big blue guys, really. Need a lot of bullets to get through the carcass of one of them. Almost got that guy out of here. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to finish this up. I already got one side of the train coming down. And I'll be back in a bit. And done. Whew. And I have one scatterbot left. But I now have that all cleared out, so we can now bring the train right on down through here. And I think we're just going to go right in this area. I'm pretty sure these... Yeah, we only got 700k left of that iron. So we can kind of venture up into that area if we need to. So that's where I'm going to set up our oil processing for the moment. I've got to do some getting rid of some trees down here. And I think, since we're at about 26 minutes, I will see you guys in the next one with part 2 of setting up oil. And I'll go ahead and get the train ran and get the drop-off area set. And I'll see you back in the next one. Have a good one.